All right, we are reviewing the Math 600B Unit 5 practice test. I'm going to go over 17 problems today, and I think watching this video will just confirm that you are ready for the Unit 5 test, the last test before the semester test. That seems kind of thick. Nope, that looks right. I'm going to use light blue today. So number one, problem one, you should have a paper and pencil, and if you like using a calculator, then a calculator. But definitely do these with paper and pencil. All right, number one, translate the following statement into a mathematical equation. A number divided by 5 plus 8 is 10. So is always equals. So is 10. So a number, I'm going to use x, that'll be my number, divided by 8 plus 10, because then there's a comma. Plus 10. Otherwise, divided by 8 plus 10, I could just put 18, but it says there's a comma right there. So that's what I like. A number divided by 8. Oh, divided by 5. Man, I'm not wearing my glasses, I guess. Sorry about that, you guys. A number divided by 5 plus 8. Man. Hopefully things get better as I move on here. Okay. Now I have a number. That looks like 18. A number divided by 5 plus 8 equals 10. And that's what this says. A number divided by 5 plus 8 equals 10. So I like answer number 1. Number 2, what is the solution to the equation 3x minus 4 equals 10? Well, we need to get x by itself. And first, you do PEMDAS backwards, or you undo any addition and subtraction. So there's a minus 4, so I'm going to add 4. And that'll undo that minus 4. If I do it on one side, I got to do it on the other. So now I have 3x equals 8 plus 4, 12. 3x equals 12. Now I have 3 times x, so I'm going to divide. And my 3's will cancel. That's why I chose 3. And if I divide by 3 on that side, I have to divide by 3 on this side, and I get x equals 12 over 3, or 3 goes into 12 4 times. X equals 4. And then if I put 4 in that equation, I get 3 times 4 is 12 minus 4 equals 8, and it's true. Okay, on to number 3. I need to move the screen up just a bit. Let's see, sometimes my computer allows me to do this, sometimes it doesn't. That time it did. Alright, which statement is, but now my pen's not working, so let me reactivate my pen. There we go. Which statement is the clearest translation of 6 plus 4n equals 8? So 6 plus 4 times a number equals 18, not 8. Okay, 6 plus 4 times a number, and it's got 6 comma, plus 4 times a number, 4 times a number, our number is n, is equals, and 18. I like number 1. 6 plus 4, that would be 10 times a number, so the comma is in the wrong place there. 6 plus 4 times a number, the commas aren't in the right place. 6 plus 4 times, 6 plus 4 times a number is 18. I like the commas better, so that's why I went with number 1. For which equation would x be 10 a solution? Well, let's just plug 10 into all of these. Let's do the first one. 10 times 6 is 60, plus 5 is 65, so it's not that one. 10 times 3 is 30, minus 4 is 26, not 24. 5 times 10 is 50, minus 8 is 42. Boom. I like that one. The last one, 5 plus 60 is 55. No, it's 65. So yeah, answer the third answer. This is not a good answer. And I'm going to move down. I think we got about 13 more to go. Ooh, that's just a little too high. How about right there? Number 5. What should be done to solve the following equation? D minus 5 equals 3. Well, first I got to find out where my pen is. Oh, it's way down there. D minus 5, so I need to get D by itself. And it's minus 5, so I need to add 5. And that's what this says. Add 5. Okay. What is the solution to the equation x plus 2.3 equals 5.7? Well, I need to get x by itself, so I'm going to subtract 2.3. And that's how I get rid of that 2.3. But if I subtract 2.3 on this side, I got to subtract 2.3 over here. So I have 5.8 minus 2.3. Line up my decimals when I do addition and subtraction. 8 minus 3 is 5. 5 minus 2 is 3. Bring my decimal straight down. I like answer number 1. Yeah, and 3.5 plus 2.3 is 5.8. Number 7, 9 plus a number is 17. So 9 plus a number equals 17. First I made the equation. And to get x by itself, if I'm solving for x, I got to get rid of this 9. So there, I'm going to subtract 9. To subtract 9 there, I need to subtract 9 over here. And I ended up with x equals 17 minus 9, or maybe 8. 8 plus 9 is 17. I like that answer. All right, and we're almost halfway done. Hopefully you guys are excited about that. 17. We did number 7. We got it. That means we need to do number 8. And there it is. Number 8. What is the solution? Let's see, did my pen stop working? Sometimes when I mess with my computer, my pen stops working. In this case, well, I was writing with it upside down. But it didn't. What is the solution of the equation? 2.5 minus p equals 3/4. Well, first we got to get the p by itself, and here it's a minus p, so I'm not going to worry about that yet. But I'm going to subtract 2.5. You know what? I'm not. I'm going to move the p to the other side, so I'm just going to add a p. And that is going to get rid of this negative p. So now I have 2.5 equals, because negative p plus p is 0, 1 3/4, and I added p over here, so I have to add p over here plus p. Now I just need to subtract this. Let's do that. Minus 1 3/4. And they cancel. 1 3/4 minus 1 3/4 is 0, and I got p all by itself. But I got to subtract minus 1 3/4 over here. Minus 1 3/4. So now 2.5 minus 1 3/4. So I need common denominators. And 4 will be our denominator, so I don't have to change this one, but I'm going to change this to 2/4. 1/2. If I want that to be 4 in the denominator, I need to multiply 2 and 1 by the number 2. So now I have 2 2/4 minus 1 3/4. And when I subtract fractions, it's numerator minus numerator, and denominator stays the same. But I can't 2 minus 3, I can't do that, so I got to borrow 1 from this, from the 2. And 1 with 4 as a denominator is 4. So now it's 1 and 4 over 4. That's the other one. That's how I got 2. 1 and 1 is 2, and plus 2 over 4. That was still there. And that's going to equal, if I add those, I get 1 and 6 over 4. And 1 and 6 over 4 is the same as 2 and 2 over 4. So that minus now 1 and 3/4. And 6 minus 3, keep the denominator the same, it's going to be 3/4. And don't forget about our whole numbers. 1 minus 1 is 0, so the answer of x is 3/4, or P. P equals 3/4. And if you put 2 and 1/2 minus 3/4, you'll get 1 3/4. So P is 3/4. And we're to number 9. What is the solution of the equation 6x equals 26? Well, it's 6 times x. If we want to solve for x, we divide by 6. Do the opposite. 6 times x, so 6 divide at. We're going to divide by that. And that'll get our 6's to cancel, because 6 over 6 is this 1. Then we have 1x. That's what we want to solve for, x, 1x. But if we divide by 6 here, we got to divide by 6 here. So I get x equals 6 over 6 is this 1. So that's 1x. 27 divided by 6, or 27 over 6. And I can do 6 goes into 27 4 times. That's 24. So it goes in there 4 times. And 3 is left over. 4 and 3, 6. That's my answer. I don't see 4 and 3, 6 over there. In fact, they have a decimal answer. But I know 3 over 6 is the same as 1/2. 4 and 1/2. And I know a half is the same as 0.5. So there's my answer. X is 4.5. Or I could have done division like this. 6 goes in there 4. 4 times 6 is 24. Bring down 3. Put a decimal. Bring that up for 0. Bring that 0 down. 6 goes into 20. 6 goes into 35 times. And there's our 4.5. Or you could have used your calculator. Different ways, you always come up with the same answer, unless you make a mistake. Okay, 10 and 11. For which equation would x equal 9 not be a solution? Where's my pen? Not. Okay, put 6 in here. 6 times 7, 63. That works. Put 6. Put 9 in here. 5 times 9, 45. That works. Put 9 in here. 10 times 9 is 90. Not 80. You're wrong. All right, and this one works. Okay, which is the solution to the equation x over 8, or x divided by 8 is 16? Well, we're dividing by 8, so if we want to get x by itself, we do the opposite. So let's multiply that by 8. And if we're going to multiply this side by 8, we got to multiply this side by 8. I'll do it like that. And these cancel nicely. And then I have 16 times 8 is going to be my answer. I don't have a calculator. I know 6 times 8 is 48. 8 times 1 is 8, plus 4 is 12. I'm looking for the answer that's 128. And I could have just looked at this and known this is going to be bigger than 32 and known that that's the right answer. Okay. We've got more. Now we're getting close. We got to do number 12, and then 13, then 14, then 15, then 16, and lastly we're going to do number 17. But for now, what numbers should both sides of the following equation be multiplied by to solve for x? Well, right now we have x divided by 5.43, so we're going to do the opposite, inverse operation. We're going to multiply by 5.43, and our 5.43 will cancel nicely. This cancels with that. If we multiply by 5.43 on one side, we got to do it on the other, so we're multiplying by 5.43. Translate the following into an inequality. What number multiplied by 4 is at most 10? That at most is less than or equal to. It's got to be 10 or less than 10. That's what at most means. Okay, so what number multiplied by 4? 4 times a number. They're going to use m. 4 times a number is less than or equal, because it can, at most, it can be 10, but it could be 9, 8, 7, 6. So that's my answer. I like the last one, I guess, in this case. 4 times a number is less than or equal to, so at most, 10. And now we're getting close. Can I get them all on the same screen? Nope. But I get 3 of them. We're going to do all 3 of these, and then we're going to do one more for good measure. All right, there's my pen. For which inequality would x be 5.8 not... Oh, for which inequality would x equals 5.8 not be a solution? Well, let's put it in here. 5.8. I'm just going to estimate for now, so I'm just going to say x equals 6. Because I don't have a calculator. 6 times 5 is 30. 30 minus 14 is 16. 16 is greater than 3. So yeah, I mean, I think 5.8 would still be greater than 3. 5.8 minus 9 is less than 0. Yeah, because 5.8 is positive. 9 here is negative, and 9's at least, it's more than 3 bigger, so it's going to be a negative number because you got more negatives, and it's going to be a negative number, which is always less than 0. 5.8 plus 6, 5 and 6 is 11. 11 is greater than 10, so this is the one that doesn't work. And 6 minus 5.8 is going to be less than 1, because 6 minus 5 is 1. But it's not going to be equal to. It's going to be less than oh, this does work. Yeah, 6 minus 5.8 is 0.2, so that's less than or equal to 1. That one's true. So only the third one is false. So now we got a graph. Graph the inequality. The graph of the inequality has an open circle, so that this equals to is a closed circle with inequalities. This greater than is an open circle. Greater than or equal to, closed circle. Less than or equal to, closed circle. Less than or greater than, open circles. Okay, so the graph of the inequality has an open circle, so it's this less than or greater than at 7.5. Okay, so 7.5, open circle. And the ray moves to the left. And here I'll put 0. Here I'll put 15. This so for our reference. Okay, what inequality is graphed? X is less than 7.5. X is less than or equal to, well, that would be true if I made the circle solid. Number 16, what is the output? That's the y for the following function if the input value is 5, input is the x. So we're going to put this 5 in where the x is. And I'm going to put the 2 over here. I just moved this 2 up there. So now, put 5 in there. 5 times x, 6 times 5 is 30 plus 2. 30 plus 2. So y equals, I'm going to say y equals 32. But I've probably done more work than we really need to. What is the output value? Nope, we had to figure that out. And we did. And you know what? We are on our last problem, last video of the year. All right. What is the input value for the following function if the output is 5.5? Oh, they're doing the old switcheroo on us. My computer is not responding right now, but now it is. So input value, what is x when output value y is 5.5? Well, let's just rewrite this. So 5.5 equals x, that's what we're solving for, plus 2.8. So we need to get x by itself. First you undo any addition or subtraction. We have addition, so I'm going to undo that by doing the opposite. Subtracting 2.8. Those go away. If I do it on one side though, I got to do it on the other. So I got 5.8. No, I don't. I have 5. John. Last problem of the year. 5.5 minus 2.8. Line up my decimal. 5 minus 8. Can't do it. Borrow. Make that a 4. Make this a 15. 15 minus 8. 7. Bring my decimal straight down. 4 minus 2 is 2. On this side, those 2.8 minus 2.8, 0. So I have just x by itself. X equals 2.7. And we are done. Congratulations, you guys. Be very proud of yourselves. Let's see if I can stop the video.